What's up, everybody watching in the computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and today I'm going to be predicting WWE Survivor Series. It's Saturday, and the Saturday before a pay-per-view, I always predict the matches for the pay-per-view. First up, if you're noticing, I am using 2K18 game footage. I finally got 2K18 for my birthday. If you didn't see it on Snapchat, I'm glad I was able to record this clip for the video. So hopefully tomorrow the proper Andy Plays video for it will go up as scheduled. But anyhow, to the 8 matches on the card. The pay-per-view will take place in Houston, Texas tomorrow, the 19th, and will also be available on WWE Network as usual. So, first up, let's predict the Cruiserweight Championship match, which is going to be on the pre-show and our only championship match of the entire evening. Enzo Amore will be taking on Kalisto. This is an easy one. Enzo will defend the title. I don't need to go into why, but Cruiserweights right now are facing hard times with Enzo being their champion. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. So, I figured the only proper way you can lead off this pay-per-view is if you have the most crappy match of the night lead off. So, let's start it off with the Raw Tag Team Champions, Cesaro and Sheamus, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions of the Usos. Who do I see winning this match, honestly? You know, I'm going to say this is an easy pick'em in the odds books, but if I were to pick someone, I would have to go with the Usos because they're trying to solidify their brand in how, okay, the New Day gave them momentum in the tag team division, screwing the Shield and costing Ambrose and Rollins their title last week in England. But I like Cesaro and Sheamus in a way. But I just don't see them beating the Usos because the Usos have the strength and the interesting momentum going into this match. So, for the heck of it, I'm going to pick the Usos just because I think SmackDown needs a win for their tag team division. Alright, so another tag team match, which I want to predict, the Shield. Yes, all members of the Shield, Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns will be taking on Big E Langston, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods, better known as the New Day. So again, I mentioned this just now, that this is a match set up by the Shield, because remember, the New Day screwed Ambrose and Rollins out of the tag team titles because they thought that the whole SmackDown roster was going to beat them up like they did back in October, but that didn't happen. So, who do I see winning this match? Well, I'm going to give it to the Shield. They have momentum. Because the New Day wins. Something isn't right. Look, I want the New Day to try to go back because they still are owed a rematch. I don't care. Even if they lose this match, I still think the New Day should go after the Usos and try to get their tag team champions back on SmackDown. But honestly, I just think the Shield's going to win. If they don't win, something isn't right. Because then maybe then on Raw we can have Ambrose and Rollins finally get their rematch with Cesaro and Sheamus. So, I'm predicting that the Shield will win that match. Alright, next match. We are going to predict. I can't believe I have to predict this match. I'm going to predict The Miz, the Intercontinental Champion, taking on Baron Corbin. You know what? I will be upset if The Miz loses because watching Miz TV on Monday night is pure entertainment value, and for the brand that is The Miz, if he doesn't win this match, something isn't right. So, The Miz, I'm predicting you to be the winner of this match. And if Corbin wins, something isn't right. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So, I'm going to predict the women's traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. Team Raw, led by team captain Alicia Fox, will have Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley taking on the Team SmackDown, led by Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and of course a woman that will be named at the pay-per-view. My theory, it will be Paige. I believe Paige will be going to SmackDown Live. I just don't think Mickie James is going back to SmackDown Live. What? That wouldn't make any sense. So I'm predicting that the whole Paige rumored theory will come true on tomorrow night. I believe that Paige will be on Team SmackDown. But even if she's on Team SmackDown, I just don't see her winning this match with Team SmackDown. I believe Team Raw has a better women's division. They have strength. They have Asuka now, especially how Asuka was just called up from NXT. So I'm going to give Team Raw the victory in this match. Now, to organize this clearly, I'm going to predict the women's champion versus women's champion match. There we go. Now I said it correctly. So, the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss will be taking on the new champion Charlotte Flair from SmackDown. And I'm going to give Charlotte the victory because Charlotte is currently one of the best in-ring performers in the WWE today. I'm sorry for not giving Alexa any credit, but Alexa Bliss doesn't do well for me on Raw. I still think that there's some due justice that Nia Jax should be champion right now, but she's not. So, even though I did want to see Nia Jax take on Charlotte, that's not going to happen. But I still want to give Charlotte Flair the victory. She needs this win because then hopefully it'll give her more momentum to defend the title against Natalya. So she needs this win so that way Natalya doesn't become champion again. Alright, so now that I got that match out of the way and have organized the card the way I want it to, we can now lead into the two main events for the evening. So first up, I think it would be fair to say that to close out the show, they're going to do the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. So let's do the non-champion versus champion interbrand match of Brock Lesnar taking on AJ Styles. Now look, I want AJ to win. And just keeping in mind, AJ just defeated Jinder Mahal last week in England. But you gotta keep in mind here that I think Brock's going to win. Because Brock has his in-ring performance and he always finds a way to win. And if he doesn't beat AJ Styles, there's no due justice in that. But keeping in mind, Brock's not scheduled to fight again until the Royal Rumble. So I'd say Brock wins only because, this is how WWE favors Brock Lesnar now. Probably, but I want AJ to win. I know AJ's going to be on TV every week with that championship on SmackDown either way. But I still think Brock's going to win the match. Now on to our main event of the evening. We have Team Raw, led by team captain and general manager Kurt Angle, who has Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe, and just recently named the team Triple H, the CEO of the company, taking on Team SmackDown, who was led by SmackDown Live Commissioner Shane McMahon, who will have Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and just named last week, and going back to SmackDown Live, John Cena. Oh, man. I want to be honest here. Both teams look good on paper. And again, I don't like John Cena. Okay? I don't like him. But keeping in mind here is this. I will be very upset if Team Raw loses. Kurt Angle has done a good job running Monday Night Raw. Okay? I like Kurt Angle. You know, he's a good on-screen character. But to say that he's going to lose his job and on screen Stephanie McMahon would fire him, you know, I just don't want that to happen to Raw. And the fans, including me, don't want to see Kurt Angle get fired. So I'm sorry for Team SmackDown, only for this time, but I'm going to give the victory to Team Raw. And who knows, maybe Triple H will pedigree someone. Well, I want that to happen, but I'm just hoping Raw wins, because then hopefully Kurt Angle. Oh, wait, I forgot. Kurt Angle stays if Team Raw wins. So there you go. All right, so there you have it. Survivor Series 2017 predictions are in the books. Thank you for watching. I will be back next month for the next pay-per-view, which will be Clash of Champions, which will be held on December 17th in Boston. Which, Clash of Champions is normally something that happens in September. And keeping in mind that this is the last pay-per-view of the year, so the WWE wants this to be out with a bang, considering how this pay-per-view works with the WWE Championships. All of them have to be defended on the same night. So, now that I think about it, Brock does have to fight next month. Well, there you go. So Brock Lesnar's going to fight next month. Alright, so that would be, again, on December 17th. So I'll be back for that prediction. And then in January, look out everyone, my Royal Rumble predictions. So until next time, take care.